Let's get ready for homecoming using all drugstore affordable makeup. Let's start this beat. Honestly, I wish I could go back to homecoming one more time because that was so fun. Let's do it again. All right, I'm starting by putting brow gel in. This is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Gel. If you are doing your own homecoming makeup this year, my biggest tip to you is put more makeup than you think, because in the end, it's gonna look great and it's gonna look amazing in pictures. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Thirst Burst Drops. This is gonna be my first layer of skincare. Skin prep is gonna be so important with keeping your makeup on for a long time. When you're going to homecoming, you're getting your makeup done pretty early in the morning and then you're gonna wear it until really late at night and you want it to stay. This is the Weleda Skin Food. I use this on pretty much every single client, and this is gonna act as a primer. It's really, really tacky, so it's gonna give your makeup something to stick to. Since we're doing a full beat, you wanna start with your eyes first so that the fallout doesn't get all over your face. If it gets underneath, we're gonna clean it up. Going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and just placing this on my eyelid. You're just gonna start blending this out, and it does not have to be super perfect. Cover all your lid space. I even like to go a little bit above my brow right there. If any of y'all decide to follow this tutorial, make a TikTok and tag me because I would love to see it. Even if you just do this makeup for like a fun girls night or something. All right, and I'm gonna go in with this HOCO pressed powder. This is in the shade 1. You can get this at Target, and if you can't find it in store at Target, you can order it online. It's really affordable. Make sure you're patting out the creases right before setting it. We're gonna go right over this with the HOCO powder. Now our eyes are prepped and ready for eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Morphe Moonstone palette. You're going to want to take a fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to dip right into these two shades, mix them, and I'm going to start right in my crease. And this can be pretty messy because we're going to clean it up anyway. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush and dip into the shade right here. I'm kind of focusing this in my outer corner, and whatever's left, blending it right over before we put those other shadows. Now I'm just going to continue to slowly build up that darker shade. We're going to take the brush we did the concealer with and kind of carve out this front piece. You can always put a little bit of concealer on your hand to use. And then I'm just going to take this lightest shade that's in the palette and go right over that to set it. I'm going to go in with my finger on this silver shade right here. That is literally stunning. I'm just going to put that right over where we put that concealer. Your finger is going to give you the most pigment. You can always change out this silver for gold if you're wanting more of a gold look. I never used silver, so I wanted to try silver. I'm going to take the silver on a brush and get those edges looking right. I feel like you gotta go all out with your makeup for homecoming. I mean, when else are you gonna wear a full beat? I'm going back in with those shades. I'm deepening up this outer corner again. I'm going on top over here. Makeup is such a trust the process. You kind of just gotta go for it, and in the end, it will come out better, I promise. I'm gonna add a wing, so I'm gonna take this darkest shade and start placing this along my lash line. Even if you don't do a wing, you still want to put this line here so that you can connect your natural lashes to a fake eyelash. You can drag it out really far because we're going to clean it up. Okay, now that we're looking crazy, then you're going to take a makeup wipe, take everything underneath, and you're going to pull it out to your hairline. It can be crazy sharp like that. That's what you want. Okay, now we have the base of the eyes. We're gonna come back to the eyes, so don't freak out if you don't love them because we can always adjust. I'm gonna do a pretty glam lash because I feel like these eyes need a glam lash. And then I like to always give my lashes a little curl before putting lashes on. I just wanna measure eye before gluing these. The easiest way to do that is to take a mirror and lay it kind of flat so you can see your lash line and see what kind of hangs off the end, and then cut off whatever you need taken off. You're gonna add your glue, and you're gonna let it get tacky for about 30 seconds to a minute. And again, looking down into a mirror is gonna be the easiest way to apply these. I put it in the middle, and then I place the outer corner and then inner corner down. Putting fake lashes on yourself is definitely something that you're gonna have to practice with because it is a little tricky. Okay, lashes are on. We're gonna put mascara later. I'm gonna mix 2 foundations, which you do not have to do. I just need to get the right color. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation and then the L'Oreal True Match. Both of these are phenomenal by themselves. One of my lights died, so I hope it doesn't change the lighting. And I know this is so cringe with this in my hand chain, but we'll clean it, don't worry. And you wanna put a lot of foundation on. This is what's gonna make your face look flawless. I can already hear the comments now about this being in the hand chain. Just disregard, okay? And then I love to use a brush to blend my foundation out. You want to make sure you're blending behind your ears if you have an updo, and also blending down your neck. I mean, skin is skinning for everyone. Going to have a moment. All better. I'm gonna apply the L'Oreal concealer that we used on our eyelids earlier. Let this sit for a few minutes. Letting it sit is gonna let it become fuller coverage. So I'm gonna put a little in the center of my forehead and my chin. My favorite affordable bronzer is this Soul one from ColourPop. And this bronzer smells so good. You wanna put this where your ear starts right here and kind of pull it towards your mouth area. Bronze the forehead. Don't forget your jawline. This is when we look crazy. Trust the process. You gotta keep trusting the process. And I like to go ahead and blend the concealer out. Sometimes I use a sponge, sometimes I use a brush. Either way will work. For blush, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lumi. This is in the shade Dewy Bright Pink. And I like to kind of bring this up to my temple and underneath the eye. And then one of my favorite things to do is take a really brightening concealer. This is the Morphe Pink Concealer. I'm just gonna pop it right on this inner corner. Then one of my favorite powders ever is the L'Oreal Infallible Powder. So comparable to Huda. And I'm putting this on a puff, and then we're just gonna press it in. And this is where things are gonna come together. I'm also gonna set in the middle of my forehead with the same powder and my chin. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe Cloud Light powder. This is in the shade Sunrise. You wanna go over your entire face. Go over the blush, bronzer, all of it, because we're gonna set it down into place. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Milani one in Suntan. The nose contour, just take a little bit. Eyeshadow brush, snatch your nose up. And the HOCO blushes are amazing. This is in the shade Rosy Pink. I like to put a little on my nose. Use this NYX Butter Melt Highlighter as kind of like a blush topper. To right in this front piece of my cheek. That's so pretty. I already not have blush blindness, okay. Then I'm gonna use this Hard Candy Look On Lock Setting Spray to kind of melt all these powders in. I love to dry it with a little fan. For my brows, I'm gonna use the Morphe Nano Brow Pencil. Using mine in the shade Latte. And I like to just define this front piece of my brow. The best part about a brow lamination is that my brows are pretty much already done. So it makes it super easy. Back to the eyes, I'm going to take a dark eyeliner pencil and put this all in my waterline. You can use black, brown, and I'm actually using kind of like this dark purple color because I want it to make my green eyes really pop. Okay, I just put that in my waterline, and then I'm going to take this really dark shade and keep it really close to my waterline. A little bit of this brown. I'm gonna take this bright white for my inner corner highlight. Use the ColourPop Flexitarian highlighter. Really intensify the inner corner highlight. Also important to tightline up here to connect your lashes so there's no gap. Then you want to throw on some mascara. I'm using this Essence one. I'm gonna keep my lips pretty nude. Dark Cocoa liner from e.l.f. L'Oreal Ferris Nude Lipstick, the best pinky nude. Makeup Revolution Candy Pink Nude Gloss. This setting spray will keep your face on all night, L'Oreal Infallible. And that is the final beat if I was going to homecoming. I wish I had somewhere to wear this to because it's so fun and different. I never wear silver looks and it's all affordable makeup. That's the best part.